Hello guys, welcome to another segment with Dr. Eustace, a platform where we keep it real. So today we're going to answer a pertinent question. Is it possible to be slim and at the same time be obese? The answer is yes. It is entirely possible to be slim and be obese. In fact, this is medically referred to as normal weight obesity, colloquially being skinny fat or TOFI. TOFI, thin outside, fat inside. And to understand this better, let's look into two types of fat: visceral fat and subcutaneous fat. Now, subcutaneous fats are the fats that can be found seated beneath our skin and overlying our abdomen, thighs, and arms. Conversely, visceral fats can be found deep inside our abdomen, overlying our intestines and liver. Visceral fats are particularly dangerous, and these are the fats that have been found in excessive levels following series of studies in patients with normal weight obesity. And why are they dangerous? They're dangerous given their unique anatomic positions. These fats, given the fact that they overline our intestines and liver, have the ability to release inflammatory substances into the bloodstreams directly and the liver, thereby causing a lot of health problems. One of them will be type 2 diabetes because they cause insulin resistance, and then we come down with type 2 diabetes. Secondly, they can cause heart diseases, such as hypertension, raised cholesterol levels, hyperlipidemia, atherosclerosis, whereby this fat occlude key blood vessels, in our bodies. At the same time, they predispose us to certain forms of cancers, and our mortality risk also increases. Now, let's look into possible causes of normal weight obesity. One of them is a sedentary lifestyle. So this is a lifestyle devoid of regular exercises, as we've come to realize that exercise does ensure maintenance of our muscle mass. And in the absence of that, our muscle mass deplenishes, and this is being replaced by visceral fat too. Poor dietary choices. So when we preferentially opt for meals that are rich in processed foods, or when we preferentially opt for highly processed foods as opposed to foods that are rich in vitamins, fibers, minerals, and proteins, we are predisposed to normal weight obesity. Advanced age, we've seen that as we advance in age, our muscle mass deplenishes. This is medically referred to as sarcopenia, and when this happens, visceral fat takes the place of those muscles. All right, so that's one way to go about it. Lastly, stress levels and poor sleep quality. So we've come to realize that with increased amount of stress and poor sleep, our cortisol levels spikes. When that happens, cholesterol levels increases, and then visceral fats are being formed, and we can be, we can come down with obesity. So what are the things that we can do to mitigate this factor? So one of them would be to ensure that we indulge in regular exercises, ensure that we, make better informed choices as it pertains to our diet, ensure that we get adequate sleep, at least 6 hours, if you're very busy, but if you have the time, aim for 8 hours of sleep. Keep an active lifestyle, exercise regularly as much as you can, make better informed decisions as it pertains to your meals. All right, keep your stress levels at the barest, minimum. All right, so I'm going to see you healthy when you do that. And then someone's going to ask me, doctor, how then can I measure my internal fat or my visceral fat? How do I ensure that I do not have excessive levels of this fat that can put me in harm's way? So one of them would be to to avail yourself for a body composition scan, and this includes going for a DEXA scan or CT scan or MRI. Now, these investigative tools, they have the ability to precisely measure our internal fat distribution. But if you cannot go for that, maybe given to cost factor, one way you can go about it is to measure your waist circumference. And with a simple tape, when you have this measurement, a waist circumference measurement that's above 40 inches for males and 35 inches for females is a strong risk indicator. Secondly, measuring your waist hip ratio It's another way to go about that. And this will be dividing your waist measurement by your hip measurements, and the ratio above 0.85 for females and 0.90 for males is a strong risk indicator. All right, so that's all I have for us today, and I hope you're better convinced that it's very possible to be of normal weight and at the same time be obese. Haven't learned that? Please ensure you opt for a healthier lifestyle going forward, and keep it real. Subscribe to our channels, like our videos, and I'll see you in our next episode. For now, ciao, bye.